Never have more than 10% of your supplies with any one supplier. Never have 10% of your sales with any one customer. And never have 10% of the responsibility with any one employee. Now, we can't all achieve that, and I certainly couldn't achieve it, and I've never been able to achieve it since. But it's a goal to have in mind, because that insulates you from any catastrophe whatsoever.
So he's right to a certain extent in that businesses should aim to not leverage all their risks in one basket, i.e. the one biggest customer, one biggest supplier, or one biggest employee, because if anything goes wrong with that one element, a big chunk of your business is massively affected. However, when you're starting up business, you do what you can to succeed. And so it's not a case of eliminating business to get down to that 10% of customers being the main source of your income, but increasing the 90% of the customers that are not your main income. He's saying don't let that one customer be that 10%. I'm saying that's fine if that one customer is even 100%, but you got to have a goal to make sure you get another 10 of the exact same customer who could produce the same sort of revenue, so that now 100% customer only becomes 10% of. The 20-80 principle is extremely important in that 20% of your top customers will provide 80% of your revenue, and it tends to be quite true. What I was talking about earlier, trying to increase that 10% of the quality of customers you have at top end, you sometimes need to analyze the customers at your bottom end, where you're probably spending 80% of your effort to secure 20% of the bottom revenue. So recently, and I think this is one of the biggest skill set any entrepreneur or any business has, is to say no to customers. And we've learned to do that recently in customers who were difficult to manage, difficult giving orders, particularly difficult in paying. And it's being able to identify what your good customers like, saying yes to them, but then looking at your bottom 20%, and the ones where, you know, when you're about to pick the phone up to call them for an order and you think, oh God, here we go again. Those are the sort of customers that drain your time, drain your effort, drain your resources. So say no to them.